Hey everybody, this is Kyle. I'm coming at you at the front end of a nice long Labor Day weekend here in Alexandria, and at the back end of 3 weeks that they call August term here at Virginia Theological Seminary. As I may have mentioned earlier, I've been taking a class called Oral Interpretation of Scripture and a second class in Biblical Hebrew. And I took the exam for that course this afternoon, and I know a lot of you study languages, and it struck me as interesting as I was taking this test today. We've been talking for the last 3 weeks about sort of how hard it is to learn a language in a condensed setting. We've had 2.5 hours of classes each day, many hours of homework and studying each day, and we've a lot of us been complaining about how it's really hard to learn a language like that because so much of it is about letting it sort of sink in and kind of get into your bones and become at least partially subconscious. And what I thought was really interesting, sort of on the other hand, was as I was taking the test today, I was sort of struck by like how much you really can learn in a very short amount of time, and the amount of effort that's required to keep up an intensive language class like this really does, I think, help you learn. It just helps you accomplish more than I think you would think possible. That was certainly how I felt, and that's without any explicit verb forms yet. I was just amazed at the variety of sentences and phrases that we could translate just after 3 weeks of studying. And that's with a character set that at the beginning of the time we couldn't read. Anyway, that is my interesting observation about my first few weeks of Hebrew. So I have a couple of other things to hit on as we go into the weekend. First is you can probably see that I have gotten a haircut, which you might rightly guess means that my parents are coming to town. They're going to be here Saturday and Sunday. And so this is sort of a plea. And I feel like living in DC, you can do this to a very wide audience. This is a plea. Where do you like to go in DC or the surrounding area? I'm not sure yet what we're going to do tourist-wise with my folks, and the tour around here doesn't take very long. So if you've got ideas about what I should do with my parents while they're here, I would certainly appreciate them. You can drop me a line or comment on this post. And the second thing is a recommendation. Some of you know I have become sort of an increasingly serious runner in the past few years, and I've been trying to take up swimming, and have been having problems with calf cramps, and they usually end up sort of lingering and putting me out of commission for running for several days after that when they happen. So I have invested, and this is some new thing that I've learned about recently, in something called the stick. This is the stick. And basically, it's like a muscle massage thing that you can sort of imagine, sort of running this over your calves or whatever muscles you want to stretch out or what have you. And I've only been using it for a day now, but I got to tell you, it seems like it is going to be worth its weight in gold. Apparently, various U.S. Olympic cycling and marathon and various teams use this thing as a training tool, and especially as a tool for sort of preventing or sort of minimizing injury. And my experience with it in a very short amount of time has been that it definitely does that. So if you are a runner or other kind of athlete and are trying to help give your muscles a little break, and especially dealing with cramps and knots and that sort of thing, definitely check out the stick. You can search for it online. There's lots of videos. I got, I believe it's called the travel stick. There's about 20 of them you can order depending on the muscles and that sort of thing that you're interested in. Anyway, highly recommended. It's been great so far. And with that, I'm going to go out and play some Ultimate Frisbee with my classmates and start to enjoy the weekend. So I hope you all have a wonderful Labor Day weekend as well, and we'll see you soon. Bye.